What's up, Ravens fans? It's time to hear from you guys on our Ravens mailbag segment. The Ravens are coming off a big win Sunday against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everyone's feeling good about it. But you know what? Actually, if you look at these questions, maybe everyone's not feeling so good about it.
You wouldn't know it at all.
Yeah, you would not expect by looking at these that the Ravens are sitting at first place in the division. But whatever, let's jump right into the questions today. The first question today comes from Greg, and he wants to know, when is our offense going to be on par with our defense?
This season, it's not going to happen. The Ravens defense is currently ranked number 2 in the league. The offense is 27th. I think the offense will improve. I think the defense will remain near the top, but I don't think that they're going to level out. I think for the rest of the season, the defense is going to have to carry the load. It's going to have to play well, and Eric Weddle told me this in the locker room after the game. They feel like it's on their shoulders. If they play well, the Ravens have a very good chance of winning. If they don't, I just don't think the offense has the firepower this year to overcome a big deficit.
And you and I both agree that this defense is good enough to go out there and win games, even if the offense doesn't play all that well.
Absolutely.
All right, the next question deals with the offense and the guy who is leader of that unit, Joe Flacco. Bakari wants to know, when is Joe going to get his mechanics back? He looks terrified out there and is constantly throwing off his back foot. Well, I'll tell you what, as we were looking through the questions, this was the most common question that kept coming up, the mechanics of Joe throwing off his back foot. I don't know if he necessarily looks terrified out there. I'm not going to go that far. Yeah, but I think that his mechanics have been a little off. I think that what really needs to happen is that this offense just needs to get into sync and to start clicking and to have the timing kind of get figured out a little bit. The thing that they've been talking about a lot over the past month, really since Marty Morningway took over, is precision. We've said that word countless times, it feels like sitting right here. And that's where they're trying to find out. I think it's going to help a lot. Having Marshall Yanda back, Ronnie Stanley had a tough game back out there at left tackle with both of those guys. Now back in the lineup, Steve Smith returning. I think that's going to help everyone, and I think that Joe is going to play better as well as part of that.
I think it's an issue of trust. How much does Joe trust the offensive line in front of him, or is he fading unnecessarily at times? With those guys back, that trust will continue to build. Our last question comes from Ravens fans of New Jersey. Did you know we had a lot of Ravens fans in New Jersey?
Maybe they're Flacco fans. He's a New Jersey guy.
There you go. I like it. All right. The question is, can the Ravens do damage in the playoffs with the team they have right now? Playoffs? Playoffs? Go Jim Moore on you. I hope that we're discussing this. I hope the Ravens are in the playoff discussion, which I guess they put themselves in for right now, midway through the season, first play in the AFC North. Now, there's still a lot of work to be done to hold on to that. The Ravens have a difficult schedule down the stretch, whereas the Steelers and the Bengals, the two other AFC rivals, a little bit lighter on paper right now. Now, if the Ravens do get to the playoffs, can they make some damage? Can they make waves? Yeah, I think they could.
What do we always say? Get to the dance.
Get to the dance, and anything can happen.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, you look back at 2012, even 2000. In 2000, the Ravens had next to no offense. They had a great defense, better than one right now this season, but still, you know, they kind of cobbled it together late in the year. 2012, that wasn't a dominant team by any means over the course of the season. Almost lost to Kansas City Chiefs midway through the year. That team just got hot at the right time. I think the Ravens still have the talent on offense to get hot, and that defense, like I said at the top, it's not changing. I think it's going to be a very good defense the entire year.
So, like we said, you get there, anything can happen, and I hope that we're talking about the playoffs, 2 months from now. All right, so that does it for this week's edition of Ravens Mailbag. But as always, thanks for watching. We love to hear from you guys, so send in those questions every single week, and have a great rest of your day.